My father always used to say to me, Johnny, don't become an entrepreneur. You're gonna make a big mess and keep getting in the way. Just like when you were breastfeeding. Well, I'm here tonight to say, you got mom's titties to yourself again now, Pop. And I ain't gonna stop being an entrepreneur. Hey, how you doing? My name's Jonny Carlos Bandino. You can just call me JCB. They also call me the Digger. But what your name is ain't important. Like Shakespeare said, a rose by God. Even if it ain't called a rose, as long as it smells sweet like what a rose do, that sure as hell is a rose, all right. And any guy who says otherwise is a dick. Or words to that effect. Excuse me, I'm getting off topic. I first came to England in the late 80s to seek my fortune as an entrepreneur and to escape some rather hefty debts I'd run up during my college years. I owed New York City Library $68,000 for an overdue copy of Where's Waldo. They make that asshole so hard to find. It was hard finding my feet in this country. My first job, I was a taste tester for second-class stamps. I had to lick the back of every 100th stamp coming off the production line. Make sure it tasted like shit. 10 years I worked that goddamn job. After 10 years, I got a promotion. Licking the back of first class. That was it. I was at the top of my profession. Then some asshole brings out self-adhesive sticky back stamps. I'm out of a job. The next few years were hard, trying to scrape by on little or no dough. At one point, I was so broke, I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. So instead, I had to make do rubbing 1 penny against the word penny that I'd scrawled on the sidewalk with a chalk pilfered from an infant's satchel. I felt like Oliver Shitty Twist. Soon after that, I completely lost the plot after begging for 10 hours to collect a measly £3.50, which I blew on a baked potato that was tiny. But the restaurateur had clearly tried to trick me by serving it on a plate with an outrageously oversized side salad. I felt it to be a slight on my intelligence as a businessman. My whole damn life, side salads have been ripping me off. You fill half the plate with that shit, you can skip on the chips. These days I say, hey, I want a mushroom omelet with chips. And don't you dare put a fucking salad on the side of there, or I'll rip the fucking balls off your firstborn son. Now, just between you and me, that's a hollow threat. But so far, nobody's called my bluff. And I've not had a single side salad since 1997. And even then, I didn't have one. Back in the States, I studied entrepreneurialism at the New York School of Greenback Acquisition. It was there that I had the best idea since sliced bread. Mashed bread. So much easier to use. You get a dollop of bread out the mashed bag, spread it out to your desired size, and then add your filling. I could have made millions. But Hovis soon got wind of my plans and began systematically executing my loved ones until I dropped the idea. Since then, I've had many subsequent schemes for business ventures based on edibles. Because you see, folks, people always gotta eat. That's one of the few certainties in life. That and the sun rising every day. But you know that even if the sun did rise, we still all be stuffing our faces in the dark, right? Right. Which is where I have a brilliant, fantastic idea. Glow-in-the-dark vegetables. Perfect for any low-light level dining occasion. If, for example, there's a power cut, you're trapped down a mine, or even if by some slim chance the sun doesn't actually rise one day, then JCB's luminescent peas are the perfect accompaniment to your meal.